Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday already, Hill Day, as it's also known. A beautiful good morning to Stefan and Charmaine and Fiona and another Charmaine. No, the real Charmaine. And we have Simon with us as well. Good morning, everyone. Stefan, meet Simon, meet Charmaine. It's nice to see you all this morning. I hope wherever you are, you have the same beautiful, crisp, gorgeous blue skies that I have here this morning. I can't wait to find some of that sunshine streaming onto my face. However, first, we have a couple of things to do. Quick good morning to Elaine as well, and Misha, who's joined us. Misha, who would be singing, but we've had a few hiccups. So I'm going to be getting in touch with Misha today and getting that rocking and rolling, sister. So good morning to everybody, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I hope you're well. I hope you're happy. I hope you're safe. And I hope you have everything that you need. But if you're missing a little bit of breath, then ta-da! We get to have that now. So we will begin all of these sessions like you begin your life, which is with a breath. So find yourself somewhere comfortable. Relax for a moment. Let's bring some music in for you. There we go. So take your gaze inwards and close your eyes. Empty your breath, empty your stomach, empty your lungs. Take a big deep breath in. Hold at the top. Lift your shoulders up and back. Lower them and let it out. Take a big deep breath in. And just let it out with a sigh. And another breath in. And let it out really slowly to the count of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a breath in. And let it out to the count of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And take a couple of normal breaths. And just find some stillness inside the body. Find some rest. Whatever happens, you can always find a moment's peace inside the body with some breath. Your breath will always bring you back. And if that is the only breath work you do today, the only time that you give yourself today, oh, well done. Give yourself a little pat on the back because you did it. It's easier not to than it is to. So I applaud all of you. We have Josie Broughton with us this morning. We got Freddie Greedmantle. Good morning. I like that. So last night today now is the biggest supermoon of the night. Oh, I should have took my photo. And I was up till 1 a.m. anyway. And so I went outside and I actually looked to my right and I thought someone's security light was on. It was that bright. And I was like, what is that? And I just moved my head a little bit and there it was. And it was massive, so bright. Like I went outside and it was like you're in a film set and someone was just casting down this light. Like everything was bright. So I don't know if you got a chance to see it. It'll still be pretty bright tonight as far as I'm aware. But it was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So if you do get a chance, pop out and say hello. So where did all of this begin? These sessions all began for one purpose and one purpose only. And I could see the vast amount of stuff people were offering. I could see panic of getting online, panic of customers. And then there's people that weren't panicking but wanted to help. And I felt there just needed to be, I felt that my best contribution was as an aggregator, as a collector more than anything. So it's not about anything that I'm particularly offering, but I thought, you know what, there's a lot of people offering a lot of stuff. And my bit of service would be bringing and pulling that together whilst at the same time not taking ownership of something. So I built a system, which is this system right here, there. And I built it so that anyone can add to it. It automatically removes things if they have a fixed date. So if it's a one-off offering, and it's a nice, easy way for people to see what is on offer today. Because I still meet people who are bored, which blows my mind because most of the time people just moan that they're too busy. And it's a little bit like getting into the taxi drivers sometimes in Manchester. How's your day, mate? Oh, it's terrible. Really, really quiet. No one's around. No one's getting taxis. Everyone's at home. Oh, sorry to hear that. We have a chat. You get in the next day. How's your day? Oh, terrible. Why? Oh, everybody wants taxis. It's busy. I always think, that's your job. Surely you want a busy day. So, and I'm sorry for anyone that is a taxi driver. That's been my experience a lot of the time. And I don't want us to be like that. I want us to be like, look, we have this beautiful time to do stuff. So here's a list of stuff you can do. So what have we got on offer? So today we have got quite a lot today, actually. Let me clear that. Got 16 on offer today. Wednesday is a big day, isn't it? So we've missed a couple. We missed one this morning, which was Jojo Krago's yoga at 7:45. We had 10:30. We have got a meditation, a grounding meditation with Angelita Woosnam. 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, we've got the Gaga teachers, which is various teachers every single day. And it's about movement, it's about expression, it's about stretching, it's about dance. So if you're wanting to do something that's not necessarily healing based from a meditative perspective, knock yourself on that one. That'd be really, really good. Do not knock yourself out on it. Enjoy yourself with it. We have got at 12:30, we have got Tushita Buddhism, which is another meditation. I want to pause there. For anyone new that is listening, in the links above, you'll find everything, and you'll find a link to add your service. So if you give anything, if you do anything, put it in there and it'll automatically appear in here. Okay, 1 o'clock today, we have got calisthenics with Scotty Pepper. That's delivered. I need to find out how that's delivered because he's put other, but I'm sure it's on his Facebook profile. If anyone knows, I have a few others that have started to appear, and I'm really interested to know how else people deliver their classes and services. So if people let me know, I'll actually put it in. So we've got calisthenics at 1 o'clock, which is like a form of fitness. It's body weight fitness, really. So it's using your own body in different positions to strengthen yourself. 1:11 during the week, we have the one and only Cosmic Granny doing her 1:11 meditation. So check in on that. We've got more dance and movement with the Gaga people at 2 o'clock as well. So you've got the Gagas at 12 and at 2. They're usually on twice a day anyway. Getting into the evening, so you get a little bit of a break there. You can kind of eat between 2 and 5 if you want. And at 5 o'clock, you've got your pick of two things. We've got music. You've got free guitar lessons with Paolo Fucci. And then you've got Pilates with Eraldo Lesco. Still one of my top 2 favorite names to say on this show. And then at 6 and 6:30, you've got your options of Pilates with Julie, or you've got some more dance and movement. You've got ballet with Louise Bennett. Let's see if she's put a description of that. That is not. So I don't know what level that is aimed at, but if you want ballet, you're interested in ballet, check that out. In this sheet, by the way, when you go onto it, you'll find all the links to everything. Links to people's profiles, where to book, how much it is. Most of them are free or donation based. Free, donation, free. And if you haven't got an answer in at the minute. Okay, heading into the later evening, 7 o'clock. Every single day, Mara Menzies does story times. This is for kids and for adults. So whether you've got a kid or not, doesn't matter. If you want a nice evening story, she's a beautiful storyteller. I was checking out some of her videos last week. So please do check her out. And then we have got tonight, we have got a talk with Janita. So Janita is, let's have a look. Where's the description? So it's every Wednesday evening we meet for a focused intention and prayer. It's in partnership with Janita. She's a shamanic healer and spiritual teacher and activist, leader of a large shamanic community called Familia Eskawata Kaya Y UK. So if you're interested in spending an evening in contemplation, in meditation and prayer, please do check that out. I highly encourage right now. This is a beautiful time for us all to pray in our own unique way. And then every evening, to finish it off, we have Yoga Nidra, which is, from what I've read, is a beautiful, calming, soothing, let down meditation to send you off to a blissful sleep. So if you are interested in that, please do check it out. I'm going to switch over to this mic. I realize the quality difference is actually quite staggering. So that is your full roster of things that you can do today. Plenty on. 16 different things you can do. And if you pretty much did every single one of them, you only have 2 spaces where you can even eat anything between 2 and 5 and 7 and 10, which means there's tons to do. Wednesday is a big day. So pick 1 or pick 2. And I encourage people, pick something you've never done before. Right? This is a really good opportunity for us to do absolutely anything that we want. Does that sound a bit better? Hopefully. So moving on. Let's just check tomorrow morning, because I said I would start to just check in on tomorrow morning just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, so tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., you've got breath work with Tim. So if the only time you've got available is in the morning, Tim is a qualified Soma breath practitioner. I highly recommend Tim and Soma. It's beautiful work. 7:30, you've got Vinyasa Flow with Richard Fowler, and you've got another Vinyasa with Giorgio Crago at 7:45. So basically between 7 and 8, you've got breath work, yoga, and yoga. Plenty to do, you see? Plenty to do. So we will leave that there for now. Oh. So who else is with us? We've got Scooby with us, and we have Jilly St. John as well. Good morning, ladies, super ladies from all over the world. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. I hope you're happy, and I hope you have blue skies. I am going to assume Jilly St. John definitely has blue skies because I think you're based in Australia, and you pretty much, well, you always have blue skies as far as English people are concerned. So that is what was on today and what we're moving on to now. So, true colors. I was speaking with someone the other day. We're having a beautiful discussion, a good brother friend of mine. And I was sharing that right now, we're about to see, or we are seeing, or have already seen, and will continue to see true colors. True colors of companies, true colors of people, true colors of brands, relationships, like everything now is starting to show. And there were companies in the past who flew a great flag, but now with everything going on, a lot of things have changed for them. And I'm not going to poke any fingers or anything, but this is a really good time to start to see yourself and what's coming up. And you're starting to see which of the companies, which of the leaders are really stepping out there amidst all of this with vulnerability, with bravery, with courage to go out there. And I think there's something really remarkable about that, because not only do we get to see it as consumers, but at the same time, we get to live it and be it as leaders. You're all leaders in your own self. You're all a sovereign leader. I am a leader of my own body, of my own mind, of my own spirit. And I choose what I want to conform to, who I want to follow, and what I want to say. And in the same token, we buy from companies and we get to all of a sudden see which are the companies that are actually supporting now, which are the companies that are making the decisions which have the best interests of the collective at whole. Because there's a big difference between common good and greatest good. And the common good serves a group of small interests, like any group, any group of people can be considered a common. But when we start to think about things from the greatest good, and our actions are based on the notion that there is no success of the self without success of the whole. Meaning, I understand that for the betterment of all people, I must rise and all people must rise. If I rise and they fall, that's a zero-sum game. I win 1 point, you lose 1 point, we net out to zero. So we're in a beautiful space to start to witness which are the companies, which are the people, leaders, whatever you want to associate it with, that are using this time to serve and to help, and which are the ones that aren't, which are the ones that are potentially being a bit more self-serving in this moment. And it's not necessarily to knock self-serving, it's because there's a sliding scale. It's not just one box or the other, but it's just to look and find out what are the actions driven by. And if you are a business right now, and some of our clients have got businesses and they range from people that can go online to those that can't, but it is a beautiful space and opportunity for either yourself to step forth and to lead your team and to deliver stuff online. And I've said this before, even if you're a barbershop and you're absolutely focused solely on people being in your shop, if they're not in your shop, you can't do it. So for social distancing, you can't do that, but you can still utilize this time to speak out. You're still a leader. There are still people that will listen. There are still people that want to hear direction. There's people that want to hear different opinions, different perspectives. There's people that just like you. They come back to whatever service you offer. Yeah, they like the fact that you cut their hair well, but probably someone else can cut it just as well. They like you. That's what brings them there. People buy off people. People like people. Yeah, what they say can be really, really good, but fundamentally, we're drawn and attracted to people. So utilize this time, whoever you are, whatever you are, in some way to help and to serve. And if out of pure love, you're doing it for yourself and you're just helping yourself because you've never given yourself some love, some time, some care or attention, that is totally cool, totally honorable, because the intention is coming from a space of inward reflection and to love yourself. And there is nothing, we all must begin there. But at the same time, we get to look out and see where true colors are starting to shine through, where companies, especially the companies that have got the means and the resources, are starting to be of service and part of the solution and not necessarily adding to the problem. So I hope wherever you are, whatever form of leadership you take, even if it is self-sovereign leadership, which I encourage every single person to have, I hope you can find somewhere to fly your own true colors and your own flag, because it's only through doing that that we can start to see the difference. Because two things rise to the top: cream and scud. So we want to scrape the scud away. I want to be left with cream. So I hope that helps people wherever they're at today. And we'll move on to a nice song. Before we do that, let us say, Julie says, John says, good morning. And she's in Portsmouth, UK. I didn't even think you were in the UK. Portsmouth. I don't know, Portsmouth. Near Gosport. We met doing Clipper, didn't we? Is that how we're connected? We were on the same leg from sailing from New York to the UK, back to Europe. Is that how we met? I think so. Freddie says, really looking forward to speaking to you about money. Bitcoin soon, please. Yes, Freddie. We're doing a future leadership call on Thursday this week. So if people are interested in understanding more about blockchain, crypto, technology, things like that, I will be doing a session on Thursday. I'll post the link in here. And on Sunday, I might do a business technology Sunday surgery. I'm not too sure yet. But I'm definitely going to do the Thursday's future leadership call. So if you're interested in understanding what is happening in the huge financial space and how the whole of the economy is changing financially onto blockchain, in my opinion anyway, then we can open up and discuss all that. Chili says, yep, Portsmouth down south, blue skies. And yes, we did. I thought so. Clipper. Wow. That seems like a long time ago. Oh. Okay. So I'm going to try and finish on time today. I'm going to sing you a song today. This song is called The Still of the Night, Jai May. Jai May means victory to the mother, which might not make much sense. That's the kind of like literal translation. And it's from a time when the Hindu gods shouted out for help and the great goddess Mahadevi arrived. And it represents victory over the forces that control us. So we're thinking about apathy, ego, ignorance. And it is about conquering fear and depression and vanquishing the lies that we tell ourselves, and to step into our fullest potential and show our true colors. I added that last bit, but I chose this song because I felt that was a nice representation of something to sing, which ultimately will help us all be a stronger, healthier human being. In the still of the night, from the darkness comes a light, and I know my heart is with you. In the still of the night, from the darkness comes a light, and I know my heart is with you. Jai May, 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 Jai May. When the fire in my soul burns a longing for the gold, and I know my heart is with you. When the fire in my soul burns a longing for the gold, and I know my heart is with you. Jai May, 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 Jai Jai May. When the truth is revealed, all the sorrows will be healed, and I know my heart is with you. When the truth is revealed, all the sorrows will be healed, and I know my heart is with you. Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai May. Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai Jai May. Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai Jai May. Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai May, Jai Jai May. Thank you. And that was Jai May. I normally sing that like 5 times round. You just get faster and faster, and it's beautiful. I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, we have Dom Dyer with us as well. Good morning, Dom. Good morning to everyone else who is on the live that I can't see because I've got different numbers, which means you're checking in from somewhere else. Somewhere on here we have Rihanna who says good morning. Rihanna says, good morning. I'm late. I've been listening to the garden, listening to the birds. I don't know where you're checking this out because you're not on this feed, but you're here. Good morning, Rihanna. And a little birdie has told me that you want to come on live and sing Jolene. Or Jolene. You want to sing Jolene, and I'm going to play it. I'm not too sure how that's going to work with a time lag. But I will give anything a go. But I have tried that, and I don't think it works. So maybe you could just sing it. I'll have to learn it first, though, but I will have a go at it, definitely. Anyone else on here? We've got Aaron Broadhurst on here somewhere. He says, good morning. Good morning to Aaron. Sorry, I missed you earlier. Everyone else seems to be on who is on. So we have, Rihanna's on the Katori page. I did think so. I need to have a third phone then out ready so I can see that. So one of the things I wanted to help some people as well. So I had a message from someone who would just love some additional people to understand what it is this lady does. We have in our community a wonderful person who bakes. I can't even say bakes because they're raw. I shouldn't tell you, should I? Check this out. If I click screen share, I want you all to see something. Is it going to be that one? I want you to check these out. These are cakes, but they are not just any cakes. Let me get rid of Rihanna's thing there. There we go. Banners. Here. These are not just any cakes. They're from a lady called Sima who runs a company called Amaze Bowls, because she started out with amazing bowls of yumminess. And all of these cakes, she's now moved on to cakes. All of these cakes are sugar-free, gluten-free, and vegan, and raw. And they are Absolutely beautiful. To give you an idea of what's what, that is I think that's the blueberry and cakes. Blueberry and cacao cheesecake is that one. And then we have, that's one of the Snickers cakes. So we can't say Snickers, but you know what I mean. Like whatever a Snickers is, peanut and chunky things. So that's a Snickers cake. And then she has, these are all available to buy, free delivery in Manchester. That is a creamy pistachio and cacao tart. It is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. And then I don't know if I've got a photo of the almond one. That looks like the blueberry one again. Yeah. That's the pistachio one. So she also does an almond and cacao ganache. But I don't think I've got a photo of that. And then the amaze bowls, you've got cacao and coconut, peanut butter, cacao and orange, which is gorgeous, lemon and pistachio, and cacao and mint. And they're absolutely stunning. So if anyone is interested, it is Easter coming up. If you want a treat, I think she's doing a deal at the weekend. I think she said it'd be £30 for a cake. And they're big, chunky cakes, and they will go a long way because they're raw. So they're solid cakes. Like they're not light, fluffy sponge cakes. So it will last a long time. Now I've put the link to her in the description above. You'll see it, Facebook / I think it's Amaze Bowls something. It's got something after it anyway. Let's have a look. Yeah, Amaze Bowls Amaze Bowls for you. So she's based in Manchester, based in Old Trafford. You can pick up from near Old Trafford, or she will deliver them by hand with social safe distancing, of course. She's a wonderful, wonderful woman, and my life is much better for knowing her. She's a big joy of energy. But I don't think like speaking out and doing this stuff online is her bag at the minute. So I said I would support and help. I've had umpteen of these cakes. We run conscious dinner clubs. Well, we did run them until this current event. But then when we do, we have her cakes because we think they are incredibly in line with our ethos. So if you're interested, please do check that out. You can find the description in the link above, a link in the description above, and check her out if you're interested in a cake or some Amaze Bowls for this weekend or at any time. That is Sima from Amaze Bowls. And so, the end is near, and we reach the final curtain. We begin with a breath, and we will end with a breath as well. We have Madiha says, hello, amigos. I've stacked up on Amaze Bowls during this lockdown. See, if you only eat one thing in a day, just eat Simon's Amaze Bowls. They're brilliant. Okay. Rihanna says, Christine is lying. I can't sing on my own. I'm happy to do a group karaoke style. I think there's an app for that, so we all sync in time. I keep seeing it being advertised. Someone tells me what it is, then we can sing it together. And look, I never thought I could sing, and I don't care if I can't sing. Everyone can sing. It's just someone else says whether you can sing in tune or not, but that's their crap to deal with. Sing because you have a voice. That's what I got taught. Speak to my dad. My dad helped me sing. Dad, tell Rihanna that she has to sing no matter what, and she should believe in herself more in her voice. I know you've got it in you, Rihanna. Anyway, on to the breath. So, find yourself somewhere comfortable. Sit down. And close your eyes, if you wish. Take your gaze inwards. Take a couple of normal breaths. Just empty your lungs and take a big deep breath in. And just let it out. And as you let it out, just move the shoulders, move the body a bit. Stretch your chest up and down. And take a breath in and lift your shoulders up. And hold at the top. Roll your shoulders back. And then drop your shoulders. take a breath in to the count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. And let it out to the count of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. And breathe in to the count of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. And let it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. And in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. And let it out as slowly as you can. Really slowly. And just continue at your own pace. Breathing in for a few seconds, holding, and letting it out in a controlled manner. Holding, and then back in. See if you can become aware of the sensation of the breath as it enters your nose. See if you can identify that it's cold when it comes in and it's warm when it goes out. As if you're breathing all of your essence and all of your love back out into the world with every breath. I hope this helps you find some stillness in the body, some calm. You can always come back to the breath at any time. The day is just beginning in the UK, and if it's ending for you, I hope you have a nice day and a beautiful sleep. Remember, this is a beautiful time to show your true colours. Give love to yourself and everybody else. My name's been Daniel. Have a nice day.